Hello, it's Rob, and today we're going to look at what a goalie can do to control the entire game. And by goalie, I most likely mean you. I'll be giving you 3 tips free of charge today that you can use in your next game that will most likely, almost 100%, make you better. Now, tip number 1 on how a goalie can control the entire game is having a mean outlet pass or just a mean breakout. Now, as a goalie, whenever there is a save and you have a ball in your crease, you have an opportunity to speed up the play or slow the play down. And goalies will think that, oh, my defense is lazy today. They're not going, they're whatever. A lot of the time, it is you dictating the speed of your defense transitioning. Almost all of the time. So if you're standing there, for example, you grab the ball and you're there and you're looking around, like, your defense isn't incentivized to just go. They're not. If you grab it and you're looking, right, and you're kind of being jittery almost and like looking to rip a pass, they're going to pick up on that and go. And we're going to see a few examples of this. First example here, Del Bianco, picking the ball up slower, not rushing it. He's able to control his defense and slow them down on the transition. It's as simple as this. Just a nice slow move and a slower transition. Here's another great example here. Quick shot, quick pickup, and immediately after the quick pickup, he's going to look to transition the ball quickly. You'll see. Then he decides, well, maybe we'll slow it down. So he slows his defense down, gets a nice break. They don't need the fast break all the way to the other end, and it's chill. And it's something as little as this. Boom, right? Starts the pickup. Kind of slows it down though. On the swoop, he's a little slower. And you'll notice his defense transitions slower and they slow it down because of this. So it's just little simple things like this. If you have a lot of energy in your pickup, your defense is probably going to bust out quicker. If you're a little slower, they're probably going to bust out slower. So I just want you to keep in mind that your energy in the net dictates the pace of the game greatly. Absolutely greatly. Before we get into tip number 2, I would like to say we tripled our subscribers from our last video. I mean, crazy. I want to thank you guys so much for all the support. It's been absolutely unbelievable. Like, it's been great. It's been insane. So I want to keep growing this community of goalies to the biggest YouTube has ever seen. So if you like this video, if you like the last video, if you like the video before that, drop a subscribe, drop a comment, whatever you want to comment. I answer all of them. So yeah, let's roll into number 2. Tip number 2 is pressuring shooters controls whether they shoot or not. We're gonna have some gameplay playing here, and I would like to say, when you're playing goalie in lacrosse, a lot of people think the goalie is at the whim of the shooters. The shooters are dictating when to shoot. But as a goalie, we can run out the 30 clocks more than anybody. We can force players to shoot at the end of 30, and that is being in a good position and constantly pressing. Now, this video doesn't have the best angles and gameplay of things like this happening, but I would like to just show simple little things. In positions like this, guy up here, guy up here, guy up here, they're very far away and they're not going to shoot. And if they do shoot, like, honestly, if we just stood on the goal line, we would probably make that save. And we can kind of hang out a bit deeper in our net, but like places like here, like, we don't even have to be out necessarily. We don't. But what does this do for us? If we're pressuring shooters constantly, which is why I'm so against like a 3-point stance. If we're always taking steps, and as I talked in our last video, we're not coming too far out, or we're not too stay far back, but we're in our sweet spot. If we're in our sweet spot and we're just pressuring shooters just a tiny bit, coming out, stepping back a little, coming out, stepping back a little, right? We're going to cause them to not shoot. And this will happen all game long. You'll cause people to run out 30s. This will happen all game long because he could have shot, but since we're pressuring a little, he doesn't shoot. And us goalies don't think about it, but you can stop teams from shooting a lot just from pressuring shooters, especially when they look like they're going to shoot. Make sure you look ready all the time. This is a body language thing, sort of like the passing. If we look ready all the time, they're less likely to shoot. Here, he flips it to the middle. But even then, he could have had a shot. He could have had a great shot, but he chose not to. And we can do this all the time. One more right here. He's going to come across, get a ball. I mean, look at all this room he has. He could have ran in the middle and shot, but you'll see his head lift up. Take a look at Del Bianco in the net here. He's going to come around the pick, and you saw him look right before he turned his head. But he saw, can't score there. Del Bianco too big there. Like, you know? So he flips it across. And then he's just forced to make a quick shot. And as we said in the last video, not too far out, slides over. It makes an easy save. Well, good save, but easy save. Now, tip number 3. What is it? What is tip number 3? What is so important that it would go at tip number 3? Well, that would be communication. I am not a very good goalie at communication, to be honest. I don't talk a ton. I only talk when I think it's important, and that is up to you as a goalie. But for the most part, you can play a great role in controlling your defense on the communication sides of things. I mean, as a goalie, with communication, you want to be calling things like picks that are coming. If there's a guy open just on the back of your crease, let your guy know and let him know by name. You know, you got Jake on the top right of your crease, and you have a guy wide open on the left side. No one's covered. Jake, left side, right? Like that. Like that's all we gotta do. And some goalies like to do the top right, top left, bottom right. I'm not huge on that, but you know, to each their own. I don't find it adds a lot. I think there is better information I could be giving my defense other than that type of stuff. I would rather my defender know when a pick's coming, or you know, when to slide, rip a switch for him. Like I'd rather have those terms come out than just being like, oh yeah, the ball's top left. You know he's top left. Yeah, you're defending him top left, and then the guy beside him knows the ball's top left. There's better information we can give. Now, I'm not going to say that calling out positions of the ball is a poor idea. I just think it's not the most beneficial. So my top terms for letting my defense what's going on is yelling out pick coming, right? It's a very good one, very effective, helps them. Calling by name to your defense when they need to go somewhere or something's open. They will answer to their name more so than just be like, there's a guy open, right? Call him my name, tell him where he is. So Jake left side, Jake top right, Jake cross crease, something like that. When you pick up a ball and you have your defense close, right? You pick up a ball in your crease, yo, fast break, right? Get them going fast. With going up fast, yelling fast break. And you can control your defense and get your transition moving. Something like here. Dylan Ward's back there, gets skipped over to the left. You could be yelling your defense, pressure, right? Get them out there fast. Right here, I'd especially be yelling, pressure shot. Just get them to get up there a little quicker. And that's all you need half the time, is that half second little boom. Anyways, that is it for the video. I think it was a shorter one, might have been a longer one, but I hope this helps. These things are simple, but they're things you might have not thought about, or they're things you could do better. As always, I want you guys to do better. As a community, we're making the best lacrosse goalies around the world. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, drop me a subscribe, drop me a like, drop a comment. Everything helps. It is lovely to have y'all here with this community. It's going to be great. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.